Hello everyone, myself Mukti. Today I make a video of one Tinkle comics because I think it is an interesting way to learn English for kids. Because there are so many colorful pictures in each of his page, which attract students to read this book. Its first story is on Bheema the Little Giant, which is based on a story from Dr. R.L. Hayes' collection of mythological folktales of Karnataka. Of the 5 Pandava princes, Bheema was the one who ate the most. One prince said to his mother that before you serve us, please ask Bheema if he wants some more. After all of them had eaten, the 4 princes said that, "Come on Bheema, let's go to the jungle and play." Bheema said that, "You go, I will come later." Then he said that, "I am still hungry." They were then staying in disguise at the house of Brahman in a city called Ekachakrapura. Their neighbor was a potter. He was very happy that day. He said that, "At last everything is ready for my son's wedding. I have all the coconuts and jaggery we'll need for the ceremony. I can hardly wait for the great day." As he was walking away from the hut, he saw Bheema talking to his mother. Bheema said that, please give me something to eat." His mother replied that, "But you have just had your lunch, Bheema, and there is no food left in the house. Go and play with your brothers now." Potter exclaimed that, "Poor boy, I don't think his mother gives him enough to eat." Potter said, "Come here, my boy. Are you hungry?" Bheema replied, "Very, sir." The potter said, "Go to my hut, you will find some coconuts and jaggery there." Bheema replied surprisingly, "Coconuts and jaggery?" The potter said, "Yes, go in and eat as much as you want." The Bheema said, "Thank you, sir." The potter think that how much could he eat? 2 coconuts at the most. Poor boy, how happy I have made him. Much later, as the potter was returning to his gut he had, Bheema was saying, "Mother, please give me something to eat." The potter thought, it is the same boy. Did not he eat the coconuts? But I saw him enter my hut. Oh, I know. He felt shy and ate only half a coconut. Even though he was hungry, he could not forget his manners. Poor boy, I will take 3 coconuts and give them to him. But when the potter opened the door of the hut, he got to stock of his life. He was eaten all the coconuts and all the jaggery. Then he started crying. And Bheema said, "What is the matter? Why are you crying?" He said, "I spent all the money I had to buy those coconuts and their jaggery for my son's wedding," and then started crying again. Then Bheema asked, "How did you get the money to buy those coconuts, uncle?" Then he replied, "By selling pots." Then Bheema replied, "Then why don't you make some pots and sell them?" Then the potter replied, "I make those pots out of clay. From where can I get so much clay now?" Bheema went to a place where he had seen potters collecting clay. That pile should be enough. He picked up the huge mound of clay and took it to the potter. "Here you are, sir." Then Bheema said, "Will it do?" The potter immediately began to walk on the clay. Now the potter said, "Now go home and leave me alone and never come near my hut again." As Bheema ran into his house, said, "Mother, I am hungry. Please give me something to eat." Then said, "What are you listening to?" Mother replied, "I thought I heard someone weeping there. Listen, I hope nothing has happened to the kind Brahman. He has been so good to us." Then Bheema said, "Mother, go find out what the matter is." When Kunti went in, then she saw that the Brahmin woman saying that, "I won't let you go. The children need you." Then his son saying that, "Let me go, father." And both are saying that, "Let me go," and the other saying no. Then Kunti said, "Go where? Why are all of you crying?" Then the Brahmin said, "You perhaps don't know, good lady, that in this country there lives a Rakshas called Bakasura. The people of the city have to send him a cartload of rice each day." Then the Bheema exclaimed, "A cartload of rice?" Then the Brahmin said, "We don't mind giving him the rice, but the Rakshas eats the buffaloes that draw the cart and the driver too. Each family in the city takes turn to provide a driver for the cart. Today it's our turn. One of us has to drive that cat. Then his wife and his children said that I will do it. Then Kunti said, Good sir, you have been kind to us. You have let us stay in your house. Please give us a chance to repay you. Let my son drive the cart. Then the Brahmin said, No, never. I could never allow that. He is my guest. I will not allow him to drive that cart and be eaten by the Rakshas. Then the Kunti said, Oh, he will not be eaten, I assure you. He will fight the Rakshas. See how strong he is. Then the potter said, With the amount he eats, he should be. Let him go. He will teach the Rakshas a lesson. In the end, the Brahmin agreed to let Bheema go. Bheema set out with the cart. Then Bheema said to himself, Should I eat the rice now or later? He was still wondering what he should do when he reached the forest in which the Rakshas lived. Then the Rakshas came suddenly and said, Oh, so there you are. Why are you so late? Then Bheema said, It's him. Rakshas said, Speak off. Then Bheema thought that I had better eat the rice before he gobbles it off, and started eating. Then the Rakshas said, How dare you eat my rice? It was sent for me. I will eat. And thought him, and then said, Oh, so you think that you are very strong, and wait till the tree hits you. Then Bheema caught the tree in one hand, and in the other hand he continued his eating. Then Bheema said, There, I have finished. Now to deal with that Rakshas. In no time at all, the Rakshas lay dead at Bheema's feet. When Bheema returned home, Kunti said, See, he was back. Did not I tell you he was strong? Then the potter said, And did not I tell you he can eat? See, he was finished the whole cartload of rice. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear other Tinkle stories, please like and subscribe.